Your heart?
I do. A song in my heart, mind, and guest hits. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by with a smile, girl.
I don't know any of the words to that song, I just realized.
It is about a man letting go of his daughter to go out and be in the world.
Sad.
And both of our dads are dead, so triggering.
Yep. And thank you for opening with
You're
that.
welcome. Welcome to Respectfully Podcast. I'm Andrea Allen.
I'm Lizzie Cassidy, and joining us today, comedian. He's got a new special out right now. He's going to tell us all about it. I forgot to ask you what it was called.
I was waiting for you to ask anything about it. And I was like, I'll just
you can tell us.
The energy today is good. This is good podcast energy. You came in like fucking the 101 Dalmatian lady. Relative, yeah.
Well, let me say your name before you read me to Phil. It's Jake Silberman, everybody.
Thank you. Yes.
A live dad haver and total fucking
We don't know
bitch.
that for sure.
No.
Yeah? All
Both
right.
parents still here.
Yeah.
You might
Sorry,
be our
I don't
first
know.
guest.
Really?
Do you have a relationship with both of them?
Great.
Yeah, you're our first one, I think.
Yeah.
With a great relationship with his parents?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you
who are both
also
alive.
lived in a van, so what's that about?
Something
That was a
happened for
choice.
sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just
that was like a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
you were
not-
nurtured
some
and
people live
supported,
in-
and
yeah.
you became homeless.
Yeah.
Your fault.
Yeah. My fault.
Were your parents like totally follow the song in your heart, or were they like mad?
They're not. They're definitely. The song in the heart is like, no, my parents, they're not like that.
Yeah.
I hate parents who are like that.
Yeah,
me
me
I hate that
Yeah.
hippie bullshit.
I don't know if this is like, you guys did this or not, but like, whenever a person's like, yeah, my dad and I used to smoke weed together, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you had a bad dad.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
loser. What
Yes.
do you mean? He sucked.
Your dad was an uncle, essentially.
Yeah. You had Uncle Dad.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, we had like a dad who smoked weed in our friend group. Like one of our friends' dads smoked
Yeah.
weed, and then the friend like went to live in Africa for a year, so I had to keep selling his dad weed, and it was like, this is a relationship nobody should have.
No,
Teenage
not at all.
drug dealer.
Right.
Yeah.
Dad,
You got the
lawyer,
good stuff
dad.
this week, Lizzie?
And then I would be like,
My wife's divorcing me.
Yeah.
I would like
Lizzie, come take a drag at the gym.
Dude, sometimes we'd be like smoking weed at his house, and I'd like roll a blunt, and he'd like appear, you
No.
know,
Ew.
and I'd be like, "Hey, this is like kind of like strong,"
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Oh, I can handle it," and then we'd have to watch his dad get like too high and like
Because he's
be
used
weird.
to like Vietnam weed.
I
dude.
know,
He's
I
used to
know.
like grass.
Try to
Exactly.
impress you with like stories from Woodstock, and you're like, I'm
and now he's just
emo.
like sitting, like feeling the walls of his psyche crumbling in front of like his son and their children. And
What
we'd all
is my life become?
we all
Yeah.
be like, okay, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us fucking smoke weed and have sex in your house.
I feared and respected my parents, and that
Same.
also like has some negative ramifications, but I would way rather have a parent that's like a terror than a loser.
And
Oh
my
my
dad
God,
smoked
yeah.
weed in secret, like of dad.
Yes.
Like a father.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed
You
to be like
know?
his porn collection.
Yes.
You're supposed to eventually find out, but it's not supposed to be the centerpiece of his personality.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially because when I was in high school, weed was illegal. I don't know if you kids remember this,
Yeah.
but once upon a time, weed
had
was
to do
illegal.
stuff for it.
And so my dad was like, I remember I got caught smoking weed, and my dad was mad at me, and I was like, I know you fucking smoke weed based on your vibes and the
Yeah.
fact
Right.
that you were
Your
a
Tommy
beach
Bahama
bartender for
fucking
25
shirt.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking live in Hawaii for 20 years and don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
My ass.
Yeah.
off.
And then my dad was like, yeah, I smoke weed, but it's illegal and you're a kid, so don't.
Yeah.
Because I want you to have a future. And I was like, right.
Yeah,
and
that's
now
a great
he's
lesson.
dead and you're a comedian.
And now he's dead
so
and I'm a comedian, but I don't
whoops.
smoke weed now that it's legal.
I know. Weed used to be illegal and porn used to be in the woods, and we
Yeah.
had shame, and now everyone's high and jacking
Yeah,
it.
you used to have to make your Sims fuck.
Yeah.
And
then-
now you're just looking at bondage porn on your iPhones.
ugh, this society is crumbling.
You're
We're
old when you
conservative
pluralize
podcast.
something that doesn't need to, your iPhones.
Yeah.
Your VRs and your
Snapchats,
iPhones,
TikToks.
Instagrams.
You have an
That's an
iPad
old-
with a
yeah.
snuff
I'm like a
film
year-
on it.
I'm a year away from being like that. I'm already
Oh.
like, I hate these kids and their social medias and their
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like if you put a cigarette with one of those long filters,
yes.
yeah.
that's like the take
Lizzie's
one of
got
the
her
two
vape.
vapes though.
Yeah, Lizzie has
Take
two
one of the
vapes out, and her
Are you
hair
gonna
extensions
double,
are
Are you gonna
falling
double mouth the vapes? Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
go. She still got it.
That clip is going to be online, and there's going to be a lot of guys being like, "Oh, fuck,
Look at her
yeah,
taking
look
all
at
those
that. Look at
vapes."
taking those
You
damn
should see
vapes."
my Instagram comments because they are not like that.
Oh, really?
It's gonna be two guys. It's gonna be two guys being like, "You're still not funny, you fucking pig whore."
Yeah, I hope
You
that
can take all
kills
the
you
vapes
slowly.
in your mouth. You'll never make me laugh.
Yeah. You're not funny for a girl or a pig.
Yeah. All right.
Little
all right,
vape
all right.
pig over
We
here.
don't have to all do it.
Mine are just like, you're an old hag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really find the thing.
They
you
find
know?
the exact thing.
They really find the thing.
Whoo! And I'm sure your comments are all, you're so funny, guy. I want to be like
this guy's on heroin.
Yeah, that's true.
This guy's like, is he dead?
Sorry, I'm projecting onto
No,
you.
I don't really. I don't get any comments.
Yeah.
I get
That's
nothing.
also
Oh,
bad.
sad. Yeah.
I'm like a fucking ghost out in the internet. Yeah.
But you do have a special out.
I
So
do
tell
have a
people
special,
where
yeah.
to
And
Hopefully girlies will comment on
Yes.
it and don't say anything about him being on heroin because he's not.
Yes, he's sober and
Allegedly.
unhealthy, and that's
Yeah,
different.
sober.
Yeah.
Sober.
Right, sorry.
sober.
Sober,
But not a
sober.
problem. It wasn't a problem.
Oh wow!
So
Oh, so your
annoying.
parents are nice, and you just were like,
And you're
"This
not an
is
alcoholic,
not
but you
good
don't
for my
drink."
life."
Yeah.
God, you're fucking.
And he's the
a
guy
vir-
who lived in a van.
Are
I
you a
know.
virgin?
No.
What if we found out on the podcast that Jake was
I'm
a
just like,
virgin?
all right. This
Yeah.
is the one time I tell you guys.
That'd be an exclusive.
Yeah, I would love that. No, and
It would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have it back.
Yeah.
Take it back.
You could re-virginize.
How do you
ever
do
heard
that
of
as a guy?
You
Yeah.
gotta join the church.
yeah,
And so that just wipes away.
it wipes
Well, yeah,
it
you
away.
gotta say you're sorry a lot to a priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
that-
suck 'em off.
And then suck him off.
Oh, and the circle,
the circle's complete.
The circle's
yeah, is that, yeah, he's like, I get your mouth virginity.
Yeah.
yeah. You do have to give him a little something.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw something very annoying. I was scrolling through TikTok and this like Bible account
it's crazy when they're on there.
came up, but it
They're
was
on
using a Pete Holmes joke. And it was like comedian destroys atheism. And it was like a Pete Holmes joke. And I was just like, dude, if a joke of mine ever helps the church,
Yeah,
kill me.
got in my
Just
mouth.
fucking put one right
Yeah.
between. Like, I don't know if Pete signed off on this. I don't really. I know he's
Yeah.
kind of like woo woo or whatever. But like,
He's
if
a-
a fucking Bible IG account can fucking
Oh.
use my shit and be like, see, even this comedian says we're right. I'm like, just kill me. Just
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want people on both sides to think of me as a true hater.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want anybody to be
I want
like,
everybody
this
to-
is it. This
Yeah.
is the cause.
You're
Lizzie's
laying
on our
up on
side.
God.
I want this face to be like, the Bible is
The face
real.
of the
Yeah.
church.
Just
Yeah.
double fisting the fucking elf bars. The Bible's real, guys.
Yeah, you're going to conspiracy TikTok is where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about, speaking of the
Perfect
church,
segue.
I'm getting pretty good.
Lizzie, take it away.
I'm fucking okay. I don't like these Bible thumping TikTok guys. Who does?
Yeah.
But I'm also fucking sick of every atheist thinking that they're smarter and better than everyone.
Yes.
And telling you that you're an idiot if you believe in anything.
Yes.
I'm tired of these. Respectfully, if you're a militant atheist, you're just as fucking annoying as every militant religious person out there. I'm not
Yes.
saying you're as harmful, but you're as annoying, and you need to live with that.
Annoying is almost more harmful.
I
Yes.
agree.
I
We
get
have
that,
to
like-
be around these people.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that like the atheists aren't the people like sending people to conversion
Yes.
therapy, so they're like not as bad. But I do have to like talk to you at a bar, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't meet a single fucking Bible thumper in New York City. I do meet a lot of annoying atheists.
You know what?
Yeah.
I met one recently and it was heartbreaking. I was
Really?
on the train. There was like a very cool cosmopolitan older couple. The lady was like, I love your bag. We were getting into it. We're talking about life. And I was like, look at this fucking beautiful marriage. And then the guy was like, we're actually here for a conference for the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh.
And I was like, God damn it.
Fuck.
That
You
might-
seemed fucking normal.
Yeah.
It might be the secret to a long, healthy, and happy marriage.
Maybe.
It might be.
I think
You can-
so.
You can be Delulu together.
Well, also, if you have God in your life, there's always a third party to put things on.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
sure,
know what I mean? It's
sure.
like it's like having a scapegoat child without the abuse.
Even when
or
you
harm.
cheat, you
Yeah.
can be like, you know, I didn't follow God's
I
path.
strayed from
God's
and
path.
then she can be like, you're right, you were off God's path.
And let
that
me
was
help
Satan.
you
And
now
then she
get
can
back
be like,
on.
Then she can be like, go to confession, go to
Right.
a retreat for a weekend.
Fuck a preacher's mouth.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
You know?
We'll get re-virginized.
Yeah.
I'll be a
Everything's
doormat.
gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
That's
walk alone.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
great for women.
It's great for women. The church. Here's what I wanted to say: the church is great for women.
Great for women and gay men, you know?
Sorry, Miss Lady. The
But
church is great for
I
women.
thought of this because somebody don't clip this because they'll see it.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm fucking.
hit me up and was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting sober. Can you send me in the direction of some AA meetings?" And I was like, "Gladly."
Yes,
I'm a hero.
me too. Me too.
I sent somebody a link
Yes.
to Brooklyn
That's
AA
awesome.
meeting.
Yeah.
Did I offer to go with them? lately, and
go
I
to
didn't mean it.
Greenpoint.
Yeah,
But-
okay, with this, when they ask you, are they kind of asking for more? Because like everybody has Google. Anybody could
Yes.
find AA. Like, what you're
I
somehow
think-
better than Google, so
I think
they are
wanna
asking you
tell
for something.
someone that they're doing
Yes.
it.
They want
Yeah.
a little.
Accountability.
They
And
want a
she's
little-
a woman and I'm a woman, and they're like, let's have this woman take care of my sobriety for me.
Right.
Often,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So this person did that, which is totally fine and great for people in my life to do. Maybe not people who just listen to my podcast. Sometimes people who just listen to my podcast do that, and I'm like, I don't know where you live.
it's not
I
your
can't help you with
business.
this. But anyway, you can't save everybody. Anyway,
can't.
Yeah.
this person did that, went to the meeting, great, and then like posted on Instagram, posted a photo of some of the like literature that they hand out,
Yeah.
making fun of the God parts of it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I get it, man. I get that that's not for fucking everybody. I get that a lot of people have that hang up with
Yes.
AA. I get that you have like religious trauma or whatever. I get that. But like,
Get over it.
this is a program that's trying to save your life.
Yeah.
And to immediately be like, look at this fucking crock of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, maybe you just want to keep drinking alcohol.
Yeah, it's like we've put up with your behavior at bars for a decade.
Yes.
Maybe you can like chill out on
Maybe
like
you
the
can
immediate
listen.
judgment
Yeah.
zone for a
maybe
second.
you can listen once.
Yeah.
And maybe not every part is for you, but there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you don't have to clown it immediately just because someone believes in something you don't. That's like, so it's like weird how people who are so progressive and like,
Yeah, sure.
no matter what you are, you're welcome here. And then you're like, I believe in God. And they're like, you're actually a fucking moron who deserves to die.
Yeah.
I know.
And you're like, okay, sorry. I didn't know. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. There used to be, I remember when I started listening to podcasts 7 trillion years ago, when there was the iPod with the wheel that turned.
yeah.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
Boy,
remember.
we're really giving these kids a real
Oh,
education
man.
here.
I still use one of those.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
so tactile. But this was when like people were really calling out religion for like the first time significantly in like, you know, alternative media, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard people like talk shit about churches or their parents or like
Yeah.
any of this stuff. And I was like, this is crazy and like amazing. But it's like, I'm 75 years old now and it's been discussed. Like, you can't just put on a leather jacket and have a receding hairline and be like, God is bullshit. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's been
Also,
done.
you
Yeah.
have no idea who you're talking to. Like, if someone is the thing about like making fun of God in AA meetings specifically is like the reason that that's there is because a lot of people are hanging on by a thread,
Yes.
Right.
dude. A lot of those people are at their very limit.
Yeah.
And for some of them being like, hey, if you keep doing this, you'll go to hell. That's like the only thing that'll get them out of it.
Yeah.
Just like come off it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I watched a documentary last
Oh, here we
weekend.
go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Nothing bad ever happens after this sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to an
I watched a
aquarium.
documentary.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hit both of those
Truth
vapes
bomb
before
dropping.
you talk.
I went to an aquarium and watched a documentary about sea turtles.
Yeah.
And 25 years after they're born, they go back to the beach they were born on to have their babies. And if you're telling me God isn't real, I don't know what is.
Yeah, yeah. We're a God-friendly podcast.
Oh wow!
how do they know?
No idea.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about the Jews?
Love them.
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you paused for a second.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
I feel regular neutral.
Are you a Jew?
yeah.
All right, get out.
Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Silberman over here is
Yeah.
a Jew. Can you believe?
Yakov Silberman over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
My boyfriend's a Jew. Is that anything?
You told me this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
tell
told me he was one of
everybody.
the. You told me he was one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
Are you a big Zio or are you regular style?
Whoa. What's his regular style?
Just like
Just like regular.
hanging out, having challah, and being a nice boy.
Oh, I'm not having challah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I'm not doing shit for it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be real. Most of the thing
Happy
that's.
Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
That was last weekend.
Most people, you can't quit. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
quit once. My dad.
You tried to quit Judaism?
I said I don't think I want to be a Jew anymore. He goes, we need the numbers.
Yeah.
You can't quit.
That's
Yeah.
not a bad argument.
Yeah.
It's a small band and
Yeah.
it's getting smaller. I think
Yeah.
it's like 15
Do your
million.
parents care if you marry a Jewish lady?
Not at all. They're interfaith.
Oh.
What's interfaith mean?
My
One of
mom-
them's not.
My
Oh,
mom
okay.
was not.
Got
Oh,
it.
so then you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
you
Tell
hate
me-
when-
tell
don't
me,
you hate
red
when-
hat.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me, yeah.
When non-Jewish people go, actually, you're not.
Yeah.
I go by Hitler's rule.
Which
Hitler-
is
yeah.
I go by, if Hitler
Hitler
would have put
would've
me in the
killed you.
fucking
Yeah.
ground,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'm a Jew. That's
Yeah.
my
you
rule.
guys can't see his hair, but Hitler would have killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hitler would have killed me if I was wearing this hat, though, too. He didn't,
Yeah.
like,
We're all gone. In
Yeah.
Hitler's
Yeah.
book,
Hitler
we're
would've
all
killed
gone.
us.
Yeah.
We're pretty mouthy and annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, you're part of the pure race, but shut up.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
so annoying.
Shut the fuck up.
He would have been like, no amount of religiosity.
How about no mouthy Aryans? How about that?
Yeah, I mean, Ronnie's gay also, so this whole room's going
Oh,
down.
yeah, this whole room's
Got it
fire.
all down.
Yeah, Ronnie, you're toast.
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
sorry.
It's all right. I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, I mean, I think as I age, I'm like, people's religions, like you said, keeps them on the rails a lot of the time. Like, some people just need to be told not to do bad things, and I would way rather that be in place than everyone just running around like being a counterculture cunt. I'm like very tired
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
also like I don't know what people are getting out of. I get being against the church, what with the homophobia, etc.
yeah.
I get that angle. I get that vibe. I don't get going
you're
up
not
to
gonna
someone who
change
believes
their
in
mind.
God and being like, but what about the Big Bang?
Yeah.
I don't get that. Who cares?
Yeah, you're not going to change anyone's mind, I don't think.
I do feel like, too, like, first of all, the whole thing about, like, fuck God, like, that has been done to death. Like, no, and really,
It
actually,
is hack.
I don't-
Yes.
but I'll be
That's
honest.
my issue with it.
I
It's
don't
hack.
see a lot of comics do it anymore.
Interesting.
Like Jeselnik was huge on it for a while, but he
Yeah.
doesn't do it anymore.
I see open micers trying to tackle it.
Oh, okay. Well, open. Yeah,
Amazing.
don't count that.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
The universe's biggest mystery.
Look, the real,
Yeah.
You have 3 minutes.
the real one would be. I want to see like Dimitri Martin go on
Dimitri.
stage and just draw a picture and go, "Yeah, this is the Prophet Muhammad." And, I just like that's balls. Actually,
huge.
Yeah.
That'd be
that's just
huge.
him doing. He's just like, I want to see if he'll kill me.
Yeah.
So I drew a picture of the guy that you say we can't draw. Because I feel like that's the
Yeah.
one that people are like, because those dudes.
Oh, you're going to fatwa on you.
Yeah,
if
you
you're an
need a
open
big
micer with a
ass
fatwa on you,
Yeah.
That's
I'm the
actually
fatwa
cool.
comic,
That's
dude.
cool.
I love a fatwa.
dart on your
Yeah.
fucking neck.
What if
Yeah.
you drew it and they were like, that's not what he looks like. You're actually
You're like,
fine.
you're like so bad as an artist.
It's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not him.
Yeah.
That would be the one I feel like if you still want to do the fuck God, but no one's like, there was this guy, Dan Weber in Portland, who used to have this show called Reading the Bible with Dan. And it was like a panel show, and he would read a section of the Bible and then you would just clown on it. And it was a fun show.
Yeah, sure.
But he would always say, like, and I don't do this for the Quran because I would like to live, because like if you have reading the Quran with Dan, it's like, oh,
Nope.
yeah, you're
No,
gone.
no.
Christians are actually kind of pussies.
Yeah.
Like what do they? What
pussies.
the most things that Christians do is they stand outside abortion clinics with a
Yep.
sign.
They do that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
They used to do the thing with the funerals, and
the,
I
the
don't.
thing with the funerals was crazy.
It was crazy.
The God
your kid,
funerals.
Your kid
Your
kid
kid
died at war
supported-
because that guy's gay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But even those guys, they would just stand and picket and sing dumb songs.
Yeah.
Well, the other pussy thing that they do is they're always acting like they're persecuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like just historically incredibly untrue. Like the other reason you can't like shit on the Quran is because like a lot of Americans do hate Muslim people.
Yes.
Which is too
You know what I
bad
mean?
because all religion sucks.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, guys, it's like, can you remove the bigotry and racism so we can just shit on bad ideas?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, the Quran, the Muslims suck. It's like, I agree with religion sucking. You're making it too
You're making it about
specific and
people.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
You're
what the
making
fuck
it
are you
about
doing?
people I know.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
are just, they're doing their thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Would it be great if we could all join hands across the globe
It's
and be
never
like,
gonna
hey, this
happen.
is all fake and we
What
don't
if
need
we
this
did?
shit?
The golden rule. What if
because
we
of this
started it?
podcast, we created world peace.
Oh my God. Then finally we'd get cooking on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, finally we'd get some
the
numbies
numbers
in
would be,
this
the
game.
numbies would go jump.
What do I have to be, the Messiah to take out
Oh
Joe
my
Rogan?
God.
Enough already.
Okay, don't have a manic episode.
Yeah.
Let's take a break before anyone gets crazy with becoming
Yeah.
the Messiah. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. God is a woman.
Is that a real song?
No, I'm just riffing on it.
What if God
was
was
one
one of
of us?
us? That's a good song.
That's a
Oh,
great
it's a
song.
great
That's a good
song.
song. That song rips. See, don't be mad at that song. Be
Yeah.
mad at the homophobic guys.
Be mad
Yeah.
at the fucking Vatican,
Yeah.
not some lady who wants to not get back on meth, so she has to go to a room and drink shitty coffee every week. Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Yeah.
You know what this is like? This is like shitting on a person who is religious is like, you know how they always make us feel bad, like, oh, if you don't recycle, but then a fucking company will like dump oil.
Yes.
Like that's what it is. It's like
That's
we're
exactly
we're
what
not
it
going
is.
after the big guys. Like the institution sucks.
Yeah.
But then they're like, you fucking pieces
But
of
you're
shit.
going after individuals.
But it's like, yo, bro, we're all just literally scraping by here.
Yeah.
So if I need a fucking boost of God to
Yeah.
get me by,
or if I need to throw out a water bottle
Right.
because I've been carrying it for so long.
Yes.
that's exactly the same. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's just like, okay, so these guys can do whatever they want, but you can shit on people individually
Yes.
and act like that's the thing that's causing
And act
the
like you're
fucking-
helping.
Right.
You're not helping.
You're not helping.
No, you're not. And I'll fight you. How about that?
How about that?
Christians.
How about show up at our studio with your fucking hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's throw fucking hands.
I have a gun.
Sometimes when people comment on my Instagram videos, I want to send them my address. I'd be like, show up.
Yeah.
Show up to my house and say this to my face. I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
love
We
that.
need to
I
start
know, but you can't because you're a woman and they will kill you.
we
Oh,
got to
yeah.
start a fund for when we eventually are under some sort of investigation for murder. So
Yeah.
we need to start cooking a little
And
bit
hey,
more.
if we ever are under investigation for murder, you didn't hear this.
Nope.
The Menendez
The
sister.
yeah, the Menendez sisters.
Oh, I really
Welcome
fucked
back
that one
to
up.
the Menendez podcast.
The Menendez.
Free. I mean, we talked about Menendez. I'm free the Menendez all the way through. And Kim Kardashian is also, and she's a tastemaker and a whore that I respect. So that's
Yeah, I don't really know the story, but I'm not really into prison.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. We're into God, but not
If
into
someone just
prison.
killed their parents, it's like, when they're done.
Right, that was their
What does
job.
this have to do with society?
Yeah.
Let's let this,
It's kind of the same thing. It's like, that's their thing. You don't have to go after, it's not like,
It's not your business.
you don't have
Why
to
are
go,
my tax dollars locking up this guy who just killed his parents?
it's their family.
Yes. Let's keep it within the family.
That's a take right there. It's just
Yeah.
like if you just kill family, you're good.
Eventually you're going to run out.
Right.
And then you're not going to hurt anybody else.
Right.
They never do.
What do you do a shotgun
Ronnie,
to your
stop
dad's?
covering your mouth.
Yeah.
We don't mean it.
Yes. What do you do a shotgun to your dad's face? That's my business.
That's my business.
That's. I'm not.
It's
I'm
my
not
business.
interested.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Miss Ladies.
Yes.
Miss Ladies and Mr. Gentlemen.
Miss
and
Menendez.
and everybody else.
Jake, you have a hot take.
I don't think this is hot. at
Yeah.
all.
You have a lukewarm
Well,
take.
maybe let's present it like it's hot
Yeah.
just for the sake
Yeah,
someone turns
No.
it off. Oh,
Yeah.
I
that's
think
not
it's hot because it's
Oh, that's
Ronnie.
okay.
Okay. Everything okay?
it's
Yeah.
actually hot. It's
Yeah.
dropping.
Yeah.
Ronnie's pissed that your take is lukewarm.
He's like, fuck.
What do you
God,
even?
I took the afternoon for this.
Yeah.
I think it's hot because it's not being enacted. I think most people agree with it, though. I
Okay.
think is what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so my thing is like I'm a nice Midwestern boy,
Okay.
and I moved to the big
Allegedly.
city.
Yeah, sure. I don't
Do you not
co-sign
believe
you.
that?
I don't know. I want to call you nice.
I don't co-sign
Oh.
anybody. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
You're
Which-
a shitty bitch, but you're a nice person. Like you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to talk shit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
You're a kind person, but I wouldn't be
But I
like,
wouldn't call you
oh
a
my god,
nice
saint
person.
over there.
No, I hate most people,
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
want to be bothered.
I agree.
Slay.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah.
Slay.
This is your right, queen.
Yes. it
Welcome,
is.
Miss Menendez.
Slay, Miss Lady.
Slay.
Yeah.
But I think, and I don't know what it is. Like, if I don't, I mean, I am old, so I don't know if it's like it's the phones or it's
Yeah,
this.
for those of you listening, Jake's 52.
I'm
Yeah.
extremely old.
Yes.
But everybody's bubble, we did this thing of like bubbles. Everybody needs their bubble, and I think
Yeah.
the bubbles have gotten a bit too big.
Bubble as in like
Social circle?
No, like your personal bubble. Like what I do is me, and if you can't handle it, fuck you. I'm looking at you, Lizzie.
Wow. Okay.
I don't have a bubble. I'm
yeah.
bubbleless.
Sorry, we have a point of view, you wishy-washy bitch.
Yes. Everybody's bubble is just like, look, if you can't handle me at me, then fuck off. And it's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
There is a public. We belong.
Right.
I mean,
Agreed.
I'm
Yeah.
Costanza in it here, but we live in a society.
We do
and
live in a
We have
society.
absolutely just eroded that.
Yes.
So you're on the subway, a guy's blaring music out of his phone. He has an $800 phone, no $20 headphones. How is this fucking possible?
Right, yes.
Your bubble, I'm affected, and it's like, but I'm the asshole to be like, yo, you need to turn that off.
Yeah.
Also, everybody has like a gun, knife, or UFC training, so you can't just be like,
Some of us have all three.
yeah. Getting stomped out by a steampunk lady would just be like, this is my last
Also,
image.
also, Muay Thai is not UFC training.
Hey, fuck
What are
you.
you gonna slowly lunge at somebody?
You don't know how powerful I am.
Dude, those
Coach
Muay Thai
Mike
kicks,
says I've
yeah.
got my own
You
vibe.
slowly lunging at somebody and then they just stab you in the throat.
You see me doing this, and that's the last
She's
move of
doing
my
crane
life.
positions. Like,
She's doing Krav Maga and then just getting shot in the face.
Just shoot you from 30 yards away. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Taking too long.
Yeah. Okay.
You're white, lady.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to tell you.
No, but I know what you mean. Because once your bubble is in my bubble, now we have an issue.
So look, the world is made up of people that make a public.
Yes.
And we have basically said, no, the public, like this thing that is all of us,
Yeah.
fuck that. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It's if I want to do it, if I want to play my phone or if I want to
Yes.
fucking do whatever in a public space, I don't care what you do. I'm a big believer. It's your meat.
Yes.
You do whatever you want to your body,
Yeah.
privately, whatever you want.
Beat your meat.
Beat your meat.
Yes.
I'm a big, you want to tattoo, pierce, hair, change, whatever
right.
you
Hair
want.
extensions, fake tits, veneers,
Anything
for example.
you want. It's
Yes.
your meat. You're stuck in the meat.
Yeah.
You do whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
But once your meat starts interacting with my meat,
No, thank you.
we have a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel like everybody, and maybe it's because of New York thing, like everybody's like, well, whatever, he's just going to play his music. It's like, why is that the default
Right.
mechanism
Right.
of this town?
Right,
It's
right.
like, well, he's being an asshole, but that's New York. And
It
it's like,
also, like-
why? Why
Yeah.
did we agree to this?
It also like ruins any chance that we have at like building a community.
No, we all
Because
hate
if
each
your
other.
whole
Yeah.
thing is like, well, what I do is my business and like I can do whatever I want and you're being an asshole if you're stopping me from doing what I want. It's like, or you could care about other people for a second.
For 1 second.
you
Yeah.
know?
It's like you're in your home most of your day. You're doing
Do
your
whatever
thing.
you want
like
in your home.
there are very
Yeah.
few public spaces left, anyways.
Yeah.
and they all suck now.
Yeah.
because people have just
know.
ruined them.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of this is something I hate, and I'm
Point your
probably-
little nail
and I'm
in there.
probably-
No, point the one that broke off. Yeah.
Point your non.
Lindsay
so
has
gross.
the opposite of a coke nail, where one nail is gone, and
Yes.
she's like, "I can do coke off 9 of them, but this is the special
but
favor.
this one's for talking shit.
This one's for talking shit.
You're gonna be missing a finger by the end of your life. Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and we've all seen that coming
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
What was I gonna?
You
oh
hate
yeah,
you hate
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm probably talking to some of you right now. Ever since the pandemic, a lot of people are working from home. That does not mean you're working from the coffee shop that I work in.
Yeah.
Because now you're all taking conference calls.
Yeah.
And the fucking the coffee shop used to be a place for unemployed artists
And you
to
could be
open a notebook and get
Christian
nothing
in
done.
peace.
And I could be Christian or an alcoholic or missing a nail
Yeah.
or whatever I wanted to be. And there weren't a bunch of corporate girlies with their
Right.
fucking Zoom calls.
Right.
But it's the same thing. It's like, well, I don't work well in my house, so I have to blah, blah, blah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
coffee shop is not a space for a conference
When I
call.
was-
Get off it.
when I was a van guy,
Yeah,
Right.
I was
famously.
living in a van. I was, I lived the life of a homeless man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to the library almost every day.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of guys like me.
Whew.
And dude, the library has completely turned into like a, oh, well, there's no Chuck E. Cheese here, so we'll just let the kids run around. Like when I was a
Yeah.
kid, the library was like a stranger could be like, hey, be quiet.
Yes.
Yeah.
A librarian whose job
The scariest person alive.
scariest person would be like, you're not my kid, but I'm telling you to be quiet. And I would go in there and it would just be like kids running around him, like, and no one is saying anything
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's gone. The public space is fucking dead.
By the way, real quick, if you're a girl looking for a fixer-upper, go to the library.
You're right.
They're in
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Jake's there and he
I'm
wants to
sitting there
move out of his
studying,
van.
I'm like, I just got to improve my life.
Jake's
Yeah.
there and he needs a bed.
Yeah.
I needed a bed. I mean,
And
dude, I
sheets.
would go there in the morning. I'd be like, they got a great bathroom. Got-
Library's good.
I mean, you had the
Yeah.
resources for men like me.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the library and the YMCA.
Yes,
And
yes.
Shout out to the Christian Brothers.
Yes. There's also New York. New York does not have as many native New Yorkers. I think it's slowly been on the decline
Sure.
since us rich pigs have come in and taken it.
Yeah.
Myself, speaking about myself, but native New Yorkers are so mean in such an efficient way, and they're dying
Yeah.
out. So now all of us weird, like, I don't want to be socially a faux pas,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
like transplants are all just like apologizing away, and you need a single mother to be like,
Yeah, you need a
I got
single
up at
mom
6
from
for
Queens
my
to be like, turn off your music.
Right.
Yes, I had an overnight shift, and I will
Yes.
simply smack you right on your mouth.
Yeah.
There was a video of a lady last week that went viral where it was like there was a pigeon on the subway and she just grabbed it by its neck
Yeah,
and
I
threw
saw
it out.
that.
That's what
I
we
love
need
her.
for like people though. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo, we're not doing this shit.
Yeah, I was on the subway recently and there was a group of like 8 white 20-year-olds. Oof.
Yeah.
And they were drinking a 12-pack of White Claws on the train.
Yeah.
And like being very loud about how crazy it was that they were going to Brooklyn.
Oh, please.
Like being like,
wow.
Yeah.
like, wow, we're going to we never go to Brooklyn. Isn't it crazy that we're going to a bar in Brooklyn? Who goes to fucking Brooklyn?
You
Blah, blah,
Lower
blah.
East Side
And I was
cucks.
like, all of you deserve to be kicked in the fucking face.
Totally.
Hard.
Yes.
100%.
Hard.
Yes. There should be some like, you know how like Iran has the morality police?
Interesting turn.
And I don't agree. Dude, if I had any power, I would be.
Let's throw acid.
Well, I say like there should be a group of people who go around, not
The Guardian Angels. Do you
the
know about
Guardian Angels, except they're like weird now because
And
they're
Yeah,
like,
I
don't they
know.
mostly do pedophiles?
No, the
They
Guardian
used-
Angels police New York City
They
streets
walk
and
neighborhoods.
subways.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were doing a lot of pedophile stuff.
now they're like beating up
beating 'em up,
Mexican
not, like,
guys and
doing
being like,
the-
you're illegal. And it's like, okay, what are we
that
doing?
sucks.
But
Yeah.
if they just went around and were like, hey, we're not hurting anybody, but it's just like tough guys
Yeah.
who are just like, yo, turn it off.
You need an old man.
Yeah.
You
like
need an
older
old man,
Yeah.
like a guy who's like, I'm gonna die. I
Just
don't
like-
care if it happens today.
Just like taking your Bluetooth speaker
Yeah.
and chucking it out the train doors
And
right
that's
before
it.
they close.
And that's it. And we're not giving you a ticket. We're not writing you up. We're just
Yes.
like, yo,
There's no
let's
cops
no,
involved.
let's
Yes.
just instill
'Cause-
a little bit of shame and fear back into the
Yes.
public.
That's the other thing that sucks about New York is you can't call the police because the police are the military.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can't like call the police
Also,
on
like-
somebody for being annoying because they'll die.
Yes.
So like there's nothing, and I'm not saying I want to call the police on them.
Or more,
I'm saying-
they wouldn't show up anyways.
Yeah.
They would laugh at you, be like, there's a guy playing music. They would be like, we're going to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Shut up.
We're busy killing people for hopping the turnstile.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like
So-
there's nothing you can do as a person to stop someone from like taking a piss on your front door.
Yes.
No.
I sometimes snap and am this person.
Yeah, I've
and
done a snap in my life.
boy, are people around me nervous because like I'm a lady
Because you're being mislaid.
and I'm being Miss Lady, and like a lot of the time I'll snap at men, and then the men around would be like, we're gonna have to beat this guy up if he turns out he's crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm
men
like,
don't like it when you do that because then it's on that. Then the physical altercation is on them. But I like that.
I like it.
Well, okay, what would you say the percentage of if you did that to like 10 men, how many men would try to physically hurt you? Because I feel like you guys actually have.
All of them.
You really think?
Yes.
If you were like, hey,
No,
turn
no,
that
no.
turn that Bluetooth off.
I think most of them would not actually try to hurt you, but they'd try to scare you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like only 2 of them would like try to put their hands on you.
Because I feel like if I, as a man, were like, yo, buddy, cut the shit,
Well,
I feel like a lot of it would
you're
be.
getting hit in the
I'm
face.
getting hit in the face like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is this weird thing.
But
It's
look
like,
at your
okay,
face, you know?
it's hittable.
You're kind of asking for it.
yeah.
Right here, buddy.
It's very,
Hey, sir. Yeah.
Excuse me, mister.
Excuse me.
yeah, it's very Jewish in a way that I.
Oh, good God.
Sorry.
Jesus
Ronnie,
fucking
cut
Christ.
the tape.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, Jew face, you deserve to get punched.
Yeah.
Nice.
Take it back.
Okay.
I'm being an
I like
edgelord.
this. No, this is good.
I love all the people and
I love
every
all
person.
the people.
The people that I do it to often it will happen in a concert, and
That I see that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people are like. That's almost an environment where people will be like, yeah, everybody around you be like, fuck this
Yes.
guy.
The other thing about that you have where you have the power is having good concert etiquette is cool.
Yes.
Like there's like social cachet and knowing how to handle yourself at a concert.
Yeah.
So if someone's being bad about it and you say something to them, they're like socially embarrassed.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
you have the higher ground.
No, I've
Whereas,
done it a few
like-
times to guys. Like I was at a show once, and a guy was like kind of bothering these chicks, and like
it's always
and I
bothering
just
women.
grabbed him and I go, "Don't fucking do that." And the girls were
Whoa.
like,
Whoa, it
Yo.
moved. It
Hero.
moved a little bit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, because it's like you're like, what's really gonna happen here?
Right.
Like, I'm bigger than this guy. He's also, even though he's bothering these girls, he's also bothering me because now I'm like around a bunch of people not having a good
And,
time.
Yes.
and now that's all you can focus on.
So yeah,
You can't
I'm
focus on
watching
the
these
show.
girls who are uncomfortable, and it's not like I'm a hero, but it is just like, bro, you're fucking up my time
Yes.
now
Yeah.
because now these 2 girls who would have just been staring straight are like, can you?
Yeah.
And now I'm like watching this band, but watching this,
and they're
it's
pleading at you with their annoying eyes.
they're
Yeah.
like, please
They're
help
like,
us.
please, sir,
And
we
you
can't
wait,
defend
yeah.
ourselves.
Even though I feel like, a good slap. I
Oh.
feel like the slap should be brought
the
back.
Slap,
Oh.
the slap is It's
Yeah.
huge.
Can we bring back the slap?
Just clap some guy's ear for
Just-
being an
right.
asshole?
Yeah.
It's like we need more. Just like, yo, check your fucking self for a second.
Yeah.
I backhanded someone once.
I bet you.
I
you
think about it
came.
all the time.
I bet you.
I think about it every
came.
night. I think about fucking
Yeah.
blowing someone's head off who was rude to me, and I think about that time I backhanded someone, and then I go right to sleep.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Take a few Ambien, and
It's a
I go
beautiful
goodbye.
thing. It's a
I
beautiful
wish we
thing.
had this. I wish the slap was around and that like it was like the old times where like guys, because like if you slap a man, if I slapped a man, I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
Because he's
yeah.
like it's like a it's
like a
physical,
bitch move.
But also,
such
you
a
like
bitch
you made him
move.
your
Yeah.
bitch.
They
Yeah.
hate, it's like you're basically calling him gay to
Yes,
a room
you
full of
are.
people.
Yeah.
But I wish we just brought it back to be like, it's okay to do this if you're being an asshole. And every
Slap is
Yeah.
calling another man gay.
it is.
I've
I mean,
never
I
heard anything more true in my life.
It is 100%.
It is, yeah.
That is the equivalent of being like, hey, I just want to let you know this guy's gay, and he's like, I can't live with this.
You know
I cannot
what?
live with this.
You know what I'll do that men hate? And I only do this to my friends when they're getting a little out of pocket. I'll just flick them on the head.
Oh, I love
That's like
that.
that's like a dog. That's like hitting a dog with a newspaper, which I don't think you
You're
should
not trying to
do.
hurt
Yeah.
anybody. You're just trying to say like, hey man,
You're kind of
words,
trying to snap them back to
well,
reality.
it's like words haven't worked with you.
No.
Yeah, it's like you're going a little far, and I need you to tighten up.
Yeah.
Just
we need,
a smidge.
We need Christianity and violence, I feel, is
Yeah.
the conclusions
God,
that
we're
we're coming.
such a trad podcast.
I know we are.
We're like, believe in God and hit your wife already.
We're horseshoe. We've gone so left.
Yeah,
We're right.
You're right again.
But I
Yeah.
do think that, what about this, folks? A group of women, big domineering women like me, big scary Slavic jaw, big black
I think
hair.
we could get bigger even.
I think so. We need some basketball players. Carry glasses of water, throw water in people's faces.
Ooh.
that's classic.
I had a friend do that. A guy was being a cunt to me, and she just emptied the whole water bottle
I've
on his
thrown a
lap.
drink in a man's face. That feels good.
Yeah, and like
feels
then
very
you're
good.
not assaulting them necessarily, but you
Yeah, I mean, if they're like a
are-
real bitch, they can say you are, but
Yeah.
you're not.
they're gonna go to court and be like,
Right.
"This lady threw water." There's
Yeah.
no way. It's the perfect crime.
It is. It
Yeah.
really is. Anything that's like, hey man, you've considerably violated social etiquette here.
Yes.
It's basically like fucking Larry David. Like we
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
look at the world like him and we realize a bunch of people are fucking up, but we have zero power.
That's why we like him.
But we love him
Yeah.
because he calls people out
Yeah.
and he never gets his ass whooped.
no, I know.
Yeah.
That's the reason the show
My-
doesn't totally work is because
Yeah.
he would get fucking pounded at some point.
I know.
My boyfriend is kind of one of these guys because you were saying native New Yorkers, and
Yes,
he
he
is kind
is.
of a Costanza Larry David type guy. He's Jewish.
Yes.
Yes.
Which we love.
Which we
and
love
sorry what I
here,
said about earlier.
Which we love here. But he's very good at doing just enough to like sort of snap someone out of their behavior, but
Yeah.
not enough to make them want to
Which
hit
is
him.
you. He does that
He
to
does,
you.
he does it to me more
He
than
has
he
like a
does it to
shock
anyone
collar
else.
on you. He's like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
He squirts. He has a
Yeah.
water gun that he squirts me with when I'm being bad. No, but he's like he'll do this thing like the other day someone was being rude to him on the train, like
Yeah.
shoving him and like talking shit and being rude to him, and he'll just look at someone and be like, "Hey, what did you just say to me?"
Yes.
But
he,
not like
but he has a
mad.
tone that isn't
Yeah.
but not
fighting.
but like chill.
Yeah.
And then it just makes the person think about what they said, and
Yeah.
they have to be like, "Never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
That's
is an art to
move.
that. There's a true art.
Yeah.
There's like a kind of a hole to thread.
Yeah,
and it's
you have
not
to
big.
kind of look like you don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's the other thing my therapist taught me was a good way to diffuse those situations is to act like the other person is not being annoying or scary, but they're being weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
if you're just
weird.
like-
You're weird.
Well, what is that?
Right.
Ugh.
Like, why are you doing this?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
It's weird that you're
Then
doing
people
this
are
right
like, people like revert to being in middle school and
Yeah.
they're like, I'm not weird.
You're
I'm not
weird.
weird. You're weird.
This guy's
I'm not
fucking weird over
Yeah.
here, huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah. You don't want to be the weirdo.
Yeah, you don't
No.
want to be weird. Stay in your bubble. Don't be weird.
Yeah. Just behave yourself.
We have
Right.
to take a break.
For
Let's come
God's
back and we won't be weird.
We won't be weird.
We'll be regular.
Nope. And we're back, everybody. Your favorite Miss Ladies.
Hello.
And our Miss Gentleman over there.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hell
back to
yeah.
the pod.
Jake could be a Miss Lady.
Yes. No, he's with the group. No one
Yeah.
says anything bad. No one says anything bad about you behind your back, which is a rarity,
That's true.
I think.
I've never heard anyone say anything
Yeah.
bad about you behind
Thank
your
God.
back.
Everyone
I work
fucks
hard
with
for
you.
that.
Yeah. No, you're
I'm very aware of that.
People say bad things about us. but
Oh, I'm
We've
sure.
been around too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if I'm here for a few more years, I'll have a couple enemies. But you know,
Yeah, we've been around too long. People There are people in the scene that knew me when I was 21. They got bad things to say,
Yeah.
and I get that, and I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I came to an open mic that Lizzie was hosting at the Creek in the Cave.
And I have no
Oh
memory
my
of
Yeah,
this.
she has memory.
Thank
I remember
you.
baby Lizzie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just a face in the crowd
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
a star
I
being
was
born.
drunk.
Yeah. We were a bunch of rat kings in that place.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
people-
mean, it was literally like a little rat hole down there
Yeah.
where the open
It was
mic would
my
happen.
little rat hole.
yeah. And we were like, we run this joint.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
yeah,
"Whoa."
you had, I remember I was like, this lady's sassy.
There are people who still don't like me for like not putting them up early enough in my open
Oh
mic
my
back then, and
God.
it's like if you not liking me about that makes me think that you're not a person who I want to like me.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's
you're,
crazy.
You're a loser.
Yeah,
You're still
100%.
griping about an open mic.
Right.
God.
Get over
Get a
it.
life. Well, speaking of drama, we have another little seg.
God, I love drama.
I love
I
drama.
love drama. You love drama.
Yeah.
People would think that you don't,
No,
but
you love it.
Every time I see you, we like kiki in a corner and talk shit about
Dude,
everyone
the
else.
last
at the
time we had
party.
such a good one, we were at a fucking Comic King, and she just
Yeah.
goes, "All right, real quick, who's the first person you'd shoot in this crew?"
Yeah.
And we both landed on the same
Of
person.
course.
Yeah, we both just
We both
looked at
lo-
the same guy.
Yeah.
And we were just like, "Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
He's
He's fucking
He's
gone.
toast.
Yeah."
We're so mean sometimes that we're like, it's a disease almost. Like, we're so mean. It's like,
Yeah, we're so mean that it
Perfect.
makes me high.
Yeah, it's like licking a toad. You're
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Sometimes saying the absolute meanest thing you can think of about somebody that you don't hate
Yeah.
is like, yeah.
we'll start with one text and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be like mean here. And then it'll begin. And then the avalanche.
What'll happen every time is you say, I'm going to say something mean, and then you say something a little mean, and then
Yes.
I text you back the meanest thing anyone's ever
Yes.
said about
And
that
we're off to
person.
the races.
And then
I
I go, and she smells and dresses bad.
Yes.
And you go, all right, here we are.
Yes.
I just think that's like, dude, we're around this weird little group of people.
Yeah.
If you don't get to talk shit behind backs,
I
you
don't-
would die.
You would die.
You would die.
I mean, you would just be like, so I just see this shit and
It's
I'm
like
not
when-
allowed to say it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like when someone dies from not pooping for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the same
It's
thing.
like, I had to get
Horrible
it
you
out.
have to excrete waste.
Yes.
Yes. That's how we're going to play it.
Yes.
That's how we're going to justify our terrible
Also,
behavior.
it's like truly some of the funniest shit in comedy is not on stage. It's the group text.
Yeah.
Yes.
The group text, I've laughed harder at group text than almost any joke I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
And also, to me, it always feels like when you talk shit with a boy, it always feels like he's like kind of girling out with you in
Yes.
a way that really puts me at ease.
It does,
You know?
yeah.
Like when I can go up to someone like Jake and be like, he doesn't deserve her. And he's like, I know.
I know.
yeah,
I
we're
know.
girls.
I'm just like, yeah.
we were
he's-
girls together tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, she should come to my van. And
Yeah.
we're like, yes,
Yeah,
she
she
should.
should.
Come on over.
She got the van.
Yes. But this is a kind of, there is a line with this type of person. And respectfully, if you ever post a quote that says, if you can't handle me at my blah, you don't deserve
Yeah.
me at my blah, you have a personality disorder
Yeah.
and you need to be taken out back and
Yes.
shot.
Yes.
Because you don't. And
By
these-
the way, the thing you can't handle me at and the thing you don't deserve me at are just the two sides of your splitting personality.
Right. Right.
And the don't deserve me is also like not that great. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you don't deserve me at my Friday night drinks. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
don't deserve me at my okay blowjob.
Yes, yes,
Ooh, mid head.
yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
That
God.
was, that was worth the screaming.
Yeah, yeah. Ah.
That was worth you calling my
Glad I'll
work.
never trust anybody anymore for this mid head. This is good.
That was worth you showing up at my mom's house.
Yes. But they're also like, these people also profess all the time that they
Yes.
don't like drama and
They love it.
that they're like, I'm not mean, I'm just direct. You
Right.
always know where I'm coming
these are
from.
two sort of like similar but different types. There's the people who don't like drama.
Yes.
You're there, but what you're doing is starting drama because what they mean is I don't like talking about people behind their back. I'd rather talk to them to their face. That's me.
Yes. And
Talking about someone behind their
crazy.
back is harmless.
Yes.
It's a victimless crime.
Right.
I'd argue not even a crime.
Yes.
No.
It's just like two gals having fun at a
Yeah,
party.
Yeah.
it's fine.
But,
it's good.
But when you're like, I don't know, I'll just like say it to her
Yeah.
face. You're a bully and a weirdo. I
Yeah.
don't like that about you.
Yeah.
also, just being direct isn't yes, it is, like, in some ways it's good. It's a positive thing.
Yes.
But just being direct does not mean you're not wrong.
To everybody
Right.
else.
Like, you just saying the thing that you think you should say has no bearing on if it's true or not.
Yes.
If it needed to be said.
That's the big one for me, is if it needed to be said, because there's a lot of these people running around like, I'm so direct, telling people things that nobody asked them.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, what the
And it's
fuck is
like-
it your business?
It's one thing if someone comes up to you and is like, hey, I feel like you don't like me. I'd like to be your friend.
That's
Sure.
my
Can you explain? This happens to me once a week.
I know. I
Once a
literally-
week, somebody comes up to me and goes, I really feel like you don't like me. And guess what, Miss Lady? I don't. That's why you feel that way.
And you know what happens to
'Cause
me
I'm
every
direct.
fucking week is someone goes, I feel like Lizzie doesn't like me. And I have to go, she has social anxiety.
She doesn't.
And I was like, don't approach. It's fine. She'll come to you. Lizzie's like
Don't
a
approach.
bulldog that I have to tell her.
Beware of Lizzie.
You have to come to me with like trail mix in your hand and a soft voice,
Yeah.
and maybe I'll consider it.
And I'm like, don't take it personally. And in my mind, I'm like, it is personal. She
personal.
hates you. Please stop
Yeah.
asking me about it.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
knows
very
what's
personal.
happening here.
But there's a way that somebody can do that where I can be like, hey, here's what happened.
Sure.
Maybe like, I know that you're friends with this person who I did, whatever. It doesn't matter. But like, that's one way of being direct, where it's
Yeah.
like someone asked me a question and I'm going to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there's other people who are calling themselves direct that are going up to people and being like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. That's nothing. You're not allowed to do that.
When I was drinking, I was kind of this person.
Yeah,
And
just stirring the damn
Oh
pot.
my God. And it was when you're like, oh, there's a
You're just
person.
drunk at the end of the bar. Guys.
I
Someone's
don't
gonna
fucking
get
like
it tonight.
I was like that too, by the way.
100%.
Oh, he don't even know what kind of storm is a brewing.
Yeah, yes. I was getting served water because the bartender was like, no more for this bitch. And I would just be like, you know what? Your personality is dog shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like the booker for Saturday Night Live. And I'm like,
It was
Lorne
Lauren
Michaels is there.
I told Lorne
Lord,
Michaels.
I hate your casting decisions.
Yeah.
Andrea Allen doesn't like me very much.
Please come on the
We
show.
want to hire her, but she doesn't care for me.
She called me a little bitch.
She called me a little bitch.
A Canadian bitch.
What about people who but on the flip side of that, I really hate people who are like below the water, but you know that there's a problem, and then
Yeah.
you are direct to them, and then they go,
No.
no, or they like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
pussy and cowardice.
yes, it's
Yeah.
just like, because everybody's had that where it's like, yo, bro, let's just solve this, and then they're like, oh, I didn't even have it. It's like,
Yeah.
really?
That's
I mean,
also
am
a
I blind?
secret form of gaslighting.
100%.
You're like
Yes.
trying to act like I'm fucking crazy for bringing this up. Meanwhile, every time I walk into a room that you're in, everybody stops talking.
Yeah.
I had a guy-
Hello.
Yeah.
I had a guy tweet about me years ago.
Really? Oh
Who
my
I
God,
knew,
so cool.
who I
Famous.
knew, and I
Yeah.
thought we were chill.
Ooh.
And
I love that.
I
That
know.
would get me rock fucking hard.
it was crazy. I mean,
character assassination
yeah.
I would do would be crazy.
I love attention. If somebody I knew tweeted that I was a bitch, I'd be like, I'm going to drag this out for 6 months.
I'm gonna run a
dude, I'm
psyop.
not that. See, that's the thing. I don't like that type of drama. I really
Yeah.
have no. So I saw it. He didn't use my name, but a number of people sent it to me, and it was clearly about me.
What
and
did he say?
He got
did he
mad.
say?
This is like so crazy.
We'll kill him.
I mean, he was okay. You know how people got real weird during the first Trump presidency?
Yeah.
they
Like
went
lefty weird or righty weird? Yeah, sure.
Where he went kind of like let's cancel, not even cancel, but I won a minor comedy thing in Portland.
Yeah.
And the day that it came out,
And that's a microaggression because you're white.
he's white.
Yeah.
He's a white hero.
Oh, I
He was
love a white
White
hero.
savior.
He's a white
Yeah.
hero. He goes, I remember when Portland's funniest person, quote,
Oh.
laughed about Trump getting elected and said that both candidates were the same. I said like Hillary and Trump were the same. This was on the night.
Not a huge leap.
Not in
Am I
retrospect.
like, is it crazy that like
Is it crazy to say that politicians are
are
self-interested?
pieces
Yeah,
of shit?
yeah, and-
this was the night that Trump got elected. And so everybody was in their feelings and whatever.
Yeah.
And so he tweeted, and I didn't even tweet. I'm not big on Twitter. I just DM'd him. I was like, hey man, I saw this about me. I'd love to talk about it. And he just flew off 2 long paragraphs about how this is the worst take I've ever seen. And then I just was like, hey man. And I basically was just like, if you want to talk about me, have the courage to use my name or keep your name out my mouth. And
Yeah.
then that was it. And we never talked again.
Tag me.
Yeah.
And then he wouldn't look me in the eye anytime he came back to Portland.
Yeah.
And you know, he blocked me on everything. And it's like, all right, that's it. But you kind of wanted the smoke.
Yes, you
then
did.
when you got the
Yeah.
smoke, You actually really didn't want the smoke
Dude,
at all.
Yeah.
These I'm direct people hate to see my ass come in.
Yeah.
Because what they don't want to do is talk about what they're being direct about.
Right.
Because the second you go, yeah, no, tell me about it. They're like, no. And it's like, okay, well, you don't fucking like me, so I don't know why you're so scared of losing my friendship or whatever.
Right. Like, it's like
hate
you're
them.
being this like political hero, it seems. Like you're like calling out like, first of all, I was like, what you're saying, I voted for, I didn't even know what his argument was.
Yeah.
You're mad that I said something offhand at an open mic the night that
He just
Trump
wanted
got
to
elected.
promote his self-interest.
Right.
By
He was
pushing
also
you
just
down.
mad that he wasn't Portland's funniest.
It was so
Which is a
weird.
hilarious
It was
thing to
so
be mad
weird. And like
about.
this
Yeah.
guy and I had been friendly or whatever. Like it kind of came out. I think a lot of people during that era just got so like anything pro-Trump
Yeah.
is bad. And it was just like,
It was a hard time.
it was a weird time
Yeah.
for people. But it was just like, yo, man, like if you wanted to do, because what you wanted me to do this back and forth on Twitter, like this is so lame.
It also like
Yeah.
reeks of loneliness because just text your friend.
Oh,
that.
reeks of loneliness
Right,
is
just
such a
say
sad
Thank
sentence.
you. But
Just
like,
say,
if
"Fuck
you had a
Jake."
friend, you
Yeah.
could text
Yeah.
your friend "fuck Jake" and everything would be fine.
Fine.
and
Like,
everyone would move on.
Do
Yeah.
you smell loneliness in this room? That's a mean thing to say. That's
Oh,
a
you
little
just walked in.
lonely.
You
Yeah.
reek of loneliness.
I got into this. This is how equal offender drama person I am. I got into a head-on beef with a lesbian at a bar show.
Okay.
And
Respect.
sorry, Ronnie, you wouldn't like her. She's a dem lib les. She's not
Ronnie,
cool.
she's not one of your
She's
people.
not one of your leses.
Okay.
She's a rich les who is full of shit.
Comic?
Yes.
Okay.
And this was one of the worst bar shows ever. And to give her, which is crazy to say, it was like at a sports bar and they were like watching the Super Bowl and we were like in the corner yelling into a wireless mic. Like it was a terrible,
Sure.
it was a terrible night. So I understand she was in a really bad place, as was I. But I used to have an opener that was about being like a tall woman and how men like are very weird about that, and somehow like me being tall in proximity to you makes you gay in the set, like how like slapping another man,
Yeah.
like any
There's a lot of things that can make a man gay.
100%, and me just like standing
You
there,
say that about Hal.
yeah,
A lot of things that can make a man
including
gay.
sucking cock.
Yeah, sucking cock could be one of them.
Yeah.
Sucking
Yes.
cock is on the list.
Yes,
But, you know, standing next to a tall woman could
right,
also be.
yeah.
Tweeting
Yes.
about another man.
Tweeting about another man
Yes.
and not using his name.
Why is he in your head
yeah.
so much?
Yeah. It's
Gay
like, why are you
guy?
thinking about me
Yeah.
like that, bro?
He blushes when you come into the room. But yeah, the bit is like, and I'm like, I told your dad you were gay. Everybody knows. Like the bit is definitely like edgelordy and the like.
No, but it's not even, because I think like you're making fun of the fact that somebody could be so homophobic that you being taller than them makes them feel gay.
right.
Anyway.
Thank you. And you know, that was
I'm Andrea's lawyer.
yes.
Innocent.
And sorry about all the Jewish stuff earlier. Please talk to Lizzie
I'll
about
get
it
on
later. But you know, I do understand at least a part of her being like, well, you're implying that like being gay is embarrassing or what. It's a leap, I think. But
Yeah.
also,
yeah, if you've been around men, you understand that's a common thing that men are like,
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Yes.
That's like what I've been saying I'm not gay since fifth
You say it
grade.
every time you walk into
when
a
you
room.
take
I go, hey,
communion,
not gay.
yeah.
I'm wearing this hat for the rest of my life.
yeah.
Not gay.
Not
Not
gay.
gay.
Not gay.
Self-assured, not
Self-assured,
gay.
yeah.
But she came at me from stage. She was like, "Oh, I'm at a shitty bar show, and this fucking woman's like hating gay people." And I'm like, well, number one, I'm one of 4 audience members, so like
Yeah,
this
what?
woman is me.
Yeah.
And I was genuinely like, I found her after she tried to scuttle out like a coward, and I chased
Hate the
after
And
scuttle.
you tripped her.
Hate the scuttle. Yeah. I
hate-
beat her to death.
Yeah.
The scuttle.
yeah, I slapped her right in the face
Yeah.
in front of
Who's
God
gay
and everyone.
now? Yeah, he slapped the shit out of her.
No, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry if this upset you. Like, it's not my intent, and I like genuinely want to know what about it is like shitty, because like I'm not understanding why it's shitty, and if I'm being shitty, I want to know. You said something about it,
Yeah.
and like I really was like, you don't have to tell me, but you said something, and I'm trying to like respect the fact that I could be doing something
Yeah.
fucked up. So much so
You're
that
literally trying to grow, but
Yeah,
you're like, hey, I
yeah.
want to know, am I actually being an asshole, or are you maybe being a little too whatever?
Right,
but
just-
something's happening here.
like something happened between
And
the
like,
two of us.
if people are thinking this when I'm telling that joke,
Right.
I need to know.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, as a comic, you want to be like, oh, damn, I thought it was this way, but people are taking it this way.
Yeah.
I don't want to be accidentally that fucking
Right.
guy. And she was just like, no, it's fine. I'm just in a bad mood. And it's like, okay, but you did take a big shit on me in front of
Right.
everybody.
Yeah, you called me homophobic.
You're right. And now
Yeah.
you're running into an Uber.
Yeah.
And every time I see her, she goes like, hey. And I'm like, you coward
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
You slash my throat in front of everybody, and then you can't even say it to
You
my
can't,
face.
you can't even stand over me while I bleed out.
Yes, burn me with a cigarette already.
That's also like, I think unless the error is so egregious where it's like, yo, I have to reset the
Right,
show.
right,
Like
right.
if some guy goes up there and drops the N-bomb and you're the comic after him, you got to be like, well, let me
Well,
address
we're not
this.
all
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Let's all kill this guy and move
But
on.
for the most part, I'm a big comic solidarity, and
Yes.
you handle that shit off stage. You do
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like throwing a comic under the stage because a
Yeah.
joke, whatever.
It's so mean.
No, and also
Like, that's
that doesn't
like,
mean you have to be okay with everything
Not
everyone
no,
says.
of course not.
But like, yeah, it's also I think a lot of comedians have forgotten that your job is to put on a fucking show.
Right.
It's entertainment.
And like
You're not.
and I
you're
know
s-
this was like a shitty bar show, so it was probably free, but like imagine this had been at a club where tickets are $45.
Yeah.
People paid to be entertained. They didn't pay for you to come up here with a fucking weird grudge and be like, I don't like Andrea.
Yeah, it's like
Shut
what?
up.
It's like
And get in line. I'm
Yeah.
not everyone's taste, okay?
Meanwhile, one of my jokes right now is me saying I don't like all the boys on the show.
Wait, Ronald, may I ask, in the Queer Brooklyn corner, may I ask you a question?
Let's go to Ronnie's Queer
Yes.
Brooklyn corner.
Let's go over to Queer Brooklyn corner. Do you find anything about that joke in poor taste?
No,
No.
not at all.
All
No,
right.
I think that's like
And that's why we keep her here.
Yes.
I
have a gun.
it's. I feel like that to me, like trying to get into this
Sure,
other
yeah.
lesbian's perspective. I'm like, girl, you're insecure.
Thank you. Jealous of
And
me.
thank you.
Sorry, everyone loves me.
Yeah, I'm just like people.
I'm tall.
Yeah.
I make men gay.
Yes.
I think that like people getting upset at like any gay joke at
Sure,
all. Being gay, I'm like, you're just unless it's like offensive, which I don't think
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, ugh, relax.
I do get that there's a time and a place to not make the gay joke.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at a bar where the Super Bowl is on, I think it's
Kinda
like
slay.
we're chilling.
And
Yeah.
it's like you're also like you're not saying anything about you're calling a man gay.
Yes.
Which I'm like
Also,
literally here
you-
for that all day long.
Also,
Yeah.
you've dated plenty of gay guys.
yes. Gay men
That's
love
what
me.
we do for the community. We
Yes.
date gay dudes.
I blow them, and afterwards they give me a massage because they couldn't come because they felt weird about the fact that it was a woman.
yeah, I blow them while they put a boy wig on. me.
Yeah.
Been there, sister. Been there. Yeah, that's
Thank you, Mr. Sister.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. That's
I will
crazy.
say this about the direct people
Yeah.
who don't like drama but are always causing drama. I will say this in their defense. Nobody is better on a reality television program. God bless
Well, yeah, that's
the
their
producers
role.
Yeah.
of reality
That's
TV
their role.
for finding these people and
Yes.
casting them because boy do they make it fun.
Oh yeah, of course.
We need them as NPCs, but I don't want them in your life.
Yeah, I don't want to like hang out with them, but I love being like, get her, bitch.
Yeah.
I love watching Drag Race and some girl being like, the way you do your makeup is bad. I'm just really direct. Go off. Absolutely come for her.
Yeah.
You know
That's
where you
fun.
see these people, Facebook. I'm dating a geriatric man.
These people love Facebook.
They live for Facebook, and they'll post a Betty Boop meme, and you'll be like, I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm reading the whole wall, and it's
Yeah.
like my family or this person wronged me, or
Yeah.
a picture of a wolf being like strength is from within.
yeah,
and
they
not,
love posting a minion being like my family before everything.
God, family, country.
Yes,
And it's like a minion
Yeah.
with a gun.
Yeah.
yes.
That's insane.
I'm gonna get big into that culture.
It's really entertaining.
well, it's about
yeah.
to alter the future of this country. I want to let you know that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I just need minion
Oh,
based
minion
memes.
beast. Okay.
I'm gonna start making minion
was like,
memes
boomers?
that are like,
'Cause-
don't tweet about me or I'll kill you. Stop commenting on my Instagram post or I'll come to your house with a gun.
a Minion and a Godfather poster. Oh my God.
All right,
Yeah.
we got to get the fuck out of here. Jake, Tell the people about your special.
Yes.
It drops October 23rd. I don't know if
Let's
that's
go.
pre or post this episode.
It's
but
post, but get in
It
there.
just
That's
came
great.
out.
It's out.
Yeah, it's
the
out.
Spesh is out. It's on my YouTube. Please
Yes.
watch it. I told Lizzie, actually, I was like, I think it's going to get about 2,000 views. And she
Not
goes,
if we
whatever,
have
you're going to
anything
clip
to
it
do
up
with it.
anyways.
Yeah.
You're going to
I
do
went-
it for the
I went,
clips.
Are you clipping it up?
Yeah.
I went, yeah. And
Yeah.
I said that I guess it's not pointless.
Then put it out there, kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, please
I'm
watch
a good
it.
friend. I'm very direct.
Yes.
Yeah, you're so
very direct. You're not
Hates
demure.
drama.
Yeah.
Direct.
Yeah.
You know, double vaping it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've never said I hate drama. In
Yeah.
fact, I'm fueled by
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So please, it's on my YouTube, Jake Silberman.
What's
Follow
your
me
socials?
at the comedian Jake.
Nice.
What's
Yeah.
the special called?
Right now, it's called something snazzy, but I might redo it. Let me ask you this: I liked when comedy specials were live from the city they
too.
were
Love
shot
that.
at.
I
So I
love
shot
that.
it in Portland. So I'm thinking about just doing live from
I love
Portland
that.
Yeah.
because, like, I don't know, that's what it is. Like,
It was live in
some
Portland.
cutesy name is kind
It
of
feels
like
too like try hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and like I don't know, you got to pick one of the three. Like, am I gonna do the,
Oh,
like,
the
it's like,
pose. Oh,
The
my
caution
God.
tape
the
over
caution,
the
am I
mouth.
a caution tape guy?
Yeah.
Am I a mic to my temple gun
Strangling
guy?
myself with the mic cord.
Am I
Am
like
I a Bible guy?
I don't even know what kind of this guy is the worst. I hate this
Oh,
guy
what?
so.
Me and my little joke?
I didn't say anything
Yeah.
weird.
Don't subtweet about this.
Don't subtweet.
They're one of my favorite corny comedy special names was it's so hack that it's like amazing. It's a guy sitting next to in his bed and it says one night stand and he's pointing at the lamp next to him.
Slay.
And I'm like, and I'm in.
Slay. I'll listen to that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jake's special one night stand
One night
is coming
stand.
out.
Yeah. How about one night van?
Oh,
One night van might be good.
One night van.
One night van actually might be this.
Jake Silberman live from the van.
live from the
Yeah.
van, dude.
Yeah.
Unhoused. Lizzie, where can they find you? Follow you.
Jake Silberman, I'm a homeless man.
Jake Silberman, homeless.
This is so good.
It's Jake Silberman, and then it's just
Yeah.
your Venmo.
Yeah, it's like, please.
Jake Silberman, Venmo me. You can follow me on Instagram at Lizzie Cassidy. Come to my show, Comedians You Should Know, every Wednesday and Saturday in Brooklyn at 9. Listen to my other podcast, Close Calls. That's it.
Andrea Comedy 69 on all platforms and our YouTube channel, Respectfully Podcast. Get in there, comment, subscribe.
And comment on Jake's special, something nice. Tell him we
Yeah,
sent
I
you.
don't even care if it's
Something
nice.
nice.
Literally,
Yeah.
Or something
It
mean.
just helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
Comment something about his face, however
Yeah.
you feel about
Do,
it.
Yeah.
do Andrea's quote.
Yes.
You have a big Jew face.
Yeah. I said it's a little Jewish.
It's a little Jewish.
Which it's not.
Hey, go to Jake's special and comment, your face isn't even that Jewish.
Not even that
Beautiful.
Jewish. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
boy.
say, but your hair on the other hand.
Yeah. Should I show the people?
Yeah.
Show the
There he
people.
is. It's actually not that.
Yeah.
That.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week, folks.
Wait, did you say your stuff? Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.
Nice.